Good morning, everybody. This is Matador from freetradingvideos.com. It's Thursday, November 12th, 2009, about 8:28 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we're seeing just a little bit of a sell-off. You can see on a higher time frame here, the S&P ETF. So right after we had run up through the 110 mark pre-market, and then had come back down. Remember, we sold that off, did a perfect gap fill, and then chopped around right around those areas yesterday. This morning we're gapping down now right into the rising 50 MA, and now we're below 110 again, but still above this high. So let's zoom in a little bit, kind of take a look at how that's shaping up, and remove the pre and post market data here in just a second to clean things up. But I did want to show you yesterday, if you hadn't seen it, this was that 50% retrace that we talked about, and then kind of chewed our way sideways all day long after that. And then this morning, gap down now to the 200 MA on a 15-minute chart, and again, still just below the 110 mark. And of course, if we go even deeper, then it looks even more dramatic, but taken in context, that's not all that dramatic. On a daily chart, this is that little doji we talked about up here. So after a big multi-bar run up into resistance, although a fantastic test of this 110 area, and even a pierce of this upper trend line here on the 100 MA on a weekly chart, that's pretty fantastic to have that happen if you're a bull. Let me remove that pre and post market data, and now we can kind of, like I said, unclutter it. But this is a perfect gap fill right through this area. So that's where we held, and that's where we're going to watch and see if we can hold that today. And same thing, even if you look at this very, very small 3-minute intraday chart, we still have that gap fill, a nice double bottom here, symmetrical triangle failure, came right back up, used all this resistance, just a good sideways chop. And so a little bit of indecision there after this good size sell-off after a beautiful run-up. So markets reacting a little bit to overseas news, and that's what's happening today. We do have initial claims, continuing claims at 8:30, and crude inventories at 11, and at 2 o'clock we have the Treasury budget. So there's some economic news that could be driving the markets here a little bit. So I did pause this for just a little bit. It's about 8:31 now. I wanted to see what some of those economic events were going to do, and one little blip up here to the 110 mark again, almost to the penny. So high, exactly 110. And so we'll be watching to see how the markets react to this all-important number right now. Good stuff. It'll be fun to see again what happens right there, and then for the rest of the day. And I'll be talking to you around noon Eastern Standard Time to discuss and kind of figure out what's been going on. And here we are seeing a little bit of a sell-off here. That's a good size bearish engulfing candle, even pre-market on a little bit increasing volume. So we'll have to watch how, again, when these numbers come out, how the market's digesting them, either good or bad. Again, it is just good or bad for somebody else, and so it just is. Interesting, kind of just blipping around here. All right, good luck everybody today. Have a great trading day, and I'll talk to you soon.